This is Habakkuk. Right? Alright, we got Habakkuk chapter 2, right? It's Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and it will not tarry. You see that? So America being a wilderness and a desert, it shall surely come according to prophecy, man. You see? Because like I was reading in Mark, the 3rd chapter, in 24th verse, that in the 25th verse, that a house divided cannot stand. And then I showed you the different point of views concerning these Edomite nations. How Great Britain was speaking and how that soldier was laying out that map and the point of view of how the Russians are going and how they want to landlock Ukraine so they can have a buffer zone, right? You see? Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. Everybody get it up out of there. This is the New International Version, right? Let this go by. I'll let you know it. This is Habakkuk, right? Chapter 2, verse 3. This is the New International Version. This is the Bible Hub going to different translations, right? It says, for the revelations await an appointed time. It shall speak of the end and will not prove falsely. Though it lingers, wait for it. It will certainly come and it will not delay. This is the New Living Translation. It says, this vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow, it comes. In coming. Let me read that again. This is a New Living Translation. This vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. So there you go, right there. So it's telling you that what I'm reading and what's in these scriptures is for a future time, man. And it's not false, man. You see? And you can see with your own two eyes that America and Great Britain is divided, man. And that division gonna get worse. But they gonna stay with America to a point in time to the Most High turn them against Babylon to kill their influence and their power, and they gonna burn Babylon, man. You see? And it tells you that in the scripture. Matter of fact, I'll get it in a minute. This is the Amplified Bible. It says in the different translation Bible Hub, it says, for the vision is yet for a appointed time, future time, it hurries toward the goal of fulfillment. It will not fail, even though it delays, wait patiently for it, because it will certainly come. It will not delay. You see? So let me get this and prove my point concerning how the EU is going to take away America's power and influence in the earth, because that's what it has right now. It has influence over the EU right now, but it's divided. You see, it's still divided even though it has influence over the EU. Let's get this. It says, this is Revelation 17 and 16. Now this deal with the EU. When you read this chapter, it deals with the EU in it too. Okay, it deals with Rome, Babylon the Great, the EU, and NATO. Okay, that's what it deals with. But the 7 heads and 10 horns, that's the EU. Okay, so it's saying here in Revelation 17 and 16, it says, the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Verse 17, for God hath put in their heart to fulfill his will, and to do, and to agree, and to give their kingdom unto the beast until the word of God shall be fulfilled. Verse 18, and the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reign over the kings of the earth. Now what I want to hit is Revelation chapter 17, verse 16 in a different translation. And I'm going to show you something concerning that. Burn that flesh with fire. Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. Alright, it says, this Revelation chapter 17, verse 16 in the New International Version. It says, the beast and the 10 horns you saw will hate the prostitute. They will bring her to ruin and leave her naked. They will eat her flesh and burn her with fire. It's the New Living Translation. The scarlet beast and his 10 horns shall hate the prostitute from Babylon the Great. They will strip her naked and they will strip her naked, eat her flesh, and burn her remains with fire. Now we're going to the Amplified Bible, right? And check this out right here. It says, and the 10 horns which you saw and the beast, this will hate the prostitute. These will hate the prostitute and will make her desolate and naked, strip of her power and influence. You see, strip of her power and influence, and will eat her flesh and completely consume her with fire. So the EU is going to strip America power and influence, and that's going to be the will of the Lord, to burn America with fire. Babylon the Great, Rome. You see? So going back, all right, so I'm jumping, right? So according to Habakkuk, wait for it, because it shall surely come. Okay, Habakkuk 2 and 3. Now I'm jumping to Isaiah 36, right? See what we got in Isaiah. See what we got over there in Isaiah, right? This Isaiah chapter 36, right? Verse 6. It's Isaiah chapter 36, verse 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed of Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is the Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. Now, I'll read that again. It says, this is Revelation chapter, this is Isaiah chapter 36, verse 6. And lo, thou wast trust in the staff of this broken reed. Now, when you look up a broken reed, and you go into Google image and you look up a broken reed, right? It looks like a hypodermic needle or a bore needle. Okay? It looks like a hypodermic needle or a bore needle, right? And that's what it looks like when you go into Google Images and bring that up, right? That broken reed. And I'll read that again. This is Isaiah 36 and 6. And lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed of Egypt. Now, staff is for support. So if you lean on America for support, what's going to happen is they going to end up piercing you with that chip. It says on Egypt, whereupon if a man lean, it will go into his hand. So if you leaning on Babylon the Great is going to end up piercing you with that chip, which is the mark of the beast, and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. Now, when you read Romans, the 9th chapter, Paul used Esau as the new Pharaoh. Okay? Paul used Esau as the new Pharaoh. Just like he raised Pharaoh up, Paul gave an example. He raised Esau up. So the new Pharaoh is Esau Edom. And if you lean and trust in him, he gonna end up piercing you and you gonna end up getting destroyed. Okay? So I'll read that again and I'm gonna jump. This is Isaiah 36 and 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt. Whereupon, if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. So if you trust in Babylon the Great, Egypt, Rome, all those things brought up into one, you're going to end up being pierced, right? With that RFID microchip. Okay? So you don't trust in Babylon the Great. You don't trust in Babylon the Great because this empire that Esau Edom is ruling is destined to fall, man. Your trust is in YAHAWASHI. Alright, so I'm jumping. This is Isaiah 30, right? Isaiah 30 and Isaiah 30 and let's see what we got. Isaiah 30 and 3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So leaving off from YAHAWASHI and walking in the image of Egypt is gonna get you pierced and it's gonna get you destroyed, man. Okay? And trusting in America's military might is not going to keep you safe. Okay? America's military might is going to fail, man. Okay? It's going to fail, you know, in its escalation concerning World War III. It's going to fail, man. There's not going to be no protection in this place, man. Okay? No protection, man. The only protection is YAHAWASHI. This is Isaiah 30 and 3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion, man. And that's where you're gonna be, and that's the mind state that you're gonna be in, a confused state, man. Ready to give up the ghost, man. Okay? This is I'm jumping. This is Revelation chapter 20, right? And if you take that tip, right, and trust in the shadow of Egypt, you know, this is the judgment for people who take that microchip, which is the mark of the beast, man. Okay? It says, this Revelation chapter 20, verse 12, right? And it says, and I saw the dead, which is 2/3 of our people, Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, small and great, standing before God, and the books were open, and the books were open, and another book was open, which is the book of life, and the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works. So that's 2/3, right? That's 2/3 right there. Because they trusted in the shadow of Egypt, and they leaned on Egypt, and they got pierced. You see? I'll read that again. This Revelation chapter 20, verse 12. And I saw the dead, small and great, standing before God, YAHAWASHI, and another book was open. So like I lost my spot, I'll read that again. This Revelation chapter 20, verse 12. And I saw the dead, small and great, and standing before God, and the books were open, and another book was open, which is the book of life, and the dead were judged out of it, those things which were written in the books according to their works. Verse 13. And the sea gave up the dead. The sea is symbolic for the nation, people. Okay? And the sea gave up the dead which were in it. And death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. Death and hell is symbolic for the realm of the dead. Okay? So Babylon the Great is the realm of the dead. Okay? It says, this is verse 13, Revelation 20:13. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged every man according to their works. Verse 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. The first death was the flood. The lake of fire is going to be the second death. Okay? So how can hell and death be cast into the fire? Because it's the people, man. It's the people that was casting them, because this is the realm of the dead, man. You see? This is the realm of the dead. Verse 15. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. And that's what John seen on the island of Patmos after the nukes dropped. That's what he's seen, man. That's what he's seen. And let's get Proverbs 20, 21 and 16. Let me go there. Proverbs 21 and 16. Alright. Oh yeah, and I got me another Bible too. All praise to God. 21 and 16. This Proverbs 21 and 16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So that's why this is the realm of the dead. 2/3 have wandered out of the way. Have wandered out of the way of understanding, man. That's what have happened to the 2/3. Right? They wandered out of the way of understanding. Matter of fact, Let me see what that understanding means. In the blue letter. See if we can get there. Everything but what you do. Y'all bear with me. Lost the blue letter. What I say, Proverbs 21 and 12. We're looking up the word understanding. Y'all bear with me just for a second. We're looking up the word understanding in Proverbs 21 and 16. YAHAWAH, right? Right? It's Strong's G 7919, right? It says to be prudent, to be circumspect, wisely, understanding, prosper. It says to look at or to look upon, have insight. Other ones say give attention to, consider, ponder, be prudent. So the Most High blinded 2/3 of our people so they won't have insight on the scriptures. They won't have insight on the plans of YAHAWASHI. So they are in the realm of the dead.